We are live! Tomorrow's transfers today on Full-Time Devils, of course. Subscribe if you're new to Full-Time Devils and like that goddamn video. You guys know what to do in the comments. Get into the comments all your thoughts about today. We want to be talking Man United, David De Gea. Of course, there's loads of other things that have been going on the news. The likes of Koulibaly's been linked with United. Toni Kroos potentially linked again. Gareth Bale ended. Ronaldo back into the scene. Today, it's tomorrow's transfers today with me, of course, Statman Dave. As you can see, look at this beautiful World Cup set. It is absolutely sick. But of course, go and check out Gaz's video this week at Manchester United, which is up on the Full-Time Devils YouTube page. Go and check that after, of course, you've watched me, Statman Dave, waxing lyrical, stats, news and all types of fun. But of course, that thumbnail's got Putin and Jose Mourinho in it together, so that's a reason to click that goddamn video. Today, of course, we're going to be talking Manchester United. We're going to go through 5 big stories. We're going to go through Koulibaly from Napoli. We're going to talk David De Gea, of course, the title of the video. That's what you guys have tuned in for. We're going to talk Gareth Bale, Toni Kroos and Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh my God. If you've not seen it today, he was unbelievable. Scored a hat-trick for, of course, Portugal in the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Wow. David De Gea as well, having a little bit of a stinker for one of the goals, but the other two, of course, the penalty and the free kick. Not a lot David De Gea can do. But anyway, let's get on to the talking points straight away. First up, we're going to be talking about Koulibaly. The Daily Star linking Koulibaly to Manchester United, saying to be the perfect partner for, of course, Eric Bailly. Jose Mourinho, apparently a big fan of Koulibaly. Koulibaly, for me, is a decent player. What he's improved this season is his passing. Of course, before I've seen him, sometimes I think he's a bit of a risk on the ball, but what Sarri's done with him this season, he's made him one of the hubs of the team. You're thinking Jorginho completed more passes than any other player in Serie A this season, and of course Koulibaly is number 2. The impressive side of his game, of course, is his long passes, switching the play from left to right. Of course, Napoli plays such a beautiful style of football, back to front so quickly, incisive passing from front to back, and one of the guys that does do that is Koulibaly. Completed 106 of his 121 long passes in Serie A this season. I think it'd be an asset for Manchester United. Of course, last time I was on tomorrow's transfers today, we were talking about Longley and Alderweireld. Now it was Longley over Alderweireld. I'd also take Longley over Koulibaly, even though Koulibaly's a very, very good defender. I think United, for these big games where United sit deep, sit on the counter-attack, you need a defender's defender. And Koulibaly's sort of becoming a ball player, but maybe more suited to Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. So let's not dive in that too much. And it is the Daily Star, which usually is complete BS. There's some more BS coming later on as well. We'll call out some more newspapers about the goddamn BS. But what do you guys think about Koulibaly? I'm going to get the comments up right now. See what you guys think about the video. Straight away, so we've got Ronaldo greater than Messi. It's not even a debate anymore. That's coming in from Theo. I kind of agree with that. That is a little bit of an issue. Of course, a bit of a problem with Messi not really doing it at international level. Of course, Ronaldo sort of carrying Portugal to the 2016 European Championships. It's one of these things where, look, you're looking at this situation where Ronaldo keeps being this big game player. We saw it again tonight, so I kind of agree with that comment there. But let's talk about Koulibaly and whether you want to sign. Would love Koulibaly, coming in from Mikael Anderson. Other comments as well, is Longley a leader in defence? That comes in from Joey. Longley, a young player, still 23 years old. He leads without saying anything, if you get what I mean. By his actions, he leads. How aggressive he is, how physical he is, how good he is at making those tackles, that's where he leads. Whereas I think Koulibaly, from what Napoli are playing this season, is more of a ball-playing centre-half. And I think what you're going to lose from that in terms of ball playing, Longley isn't the same level of ball playing as Koulibaly, but of course Longley is better when it's talking about the defensive. But anyway, let's get it down to more questions in it, get them involved every single sort of time. We're going to stop after every talking point. I'm going to look at your comments, so keep getting them in there. And like the goddamn video, how many likes are we on now? We are on 54 likes. Lads, lasses. What's going on? It's Friday night. The World Cup is here. This tournament is live and you've only got 54 likes. Keep hitting that like button straight away. Got a question in from Anthony Martial. Tony Martial watching the stream. Why does De Gea look so nervous for Spain? I don't know. Maybe it's the environment that is created by the Spanish football team. You're looking at some guys in there that have got a lot of experience from winning, the likes of Gerard Piqué, the likes of Sergio Ramos, Busquets, Iniesta. Maybe that pressure comes from within. Maybe Man United, Mourinho, is better to put his arm around him and be like, look, Dave, we know you're brilliant. You just do what you keep doing. But anyway, let's move on to the David De Gea chat, because there's some reports in a newspaper from Manchester, the MEN, which is usually utter rubbish. The guy who's written the article also talks a lot of BS. So let's not take this at face value. Let's take this as potentially movements for the future. Of course, the MEN are saying that David De Gea and Manchester United have agreed a new contract. There's not even a figure in there of how much money they're going to pay him, so that's how much we know that it's utter rubbish. And it's from a paper called El Pardozo de Copa. MEN, seriously, lads, sort your absolute garbage out. Just get into the new media. Start getting Statman Dave involved, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, David De Gea, the big thing Ed needs to do this summer, don't need to sign any players, he just needs to sign Dave back up. That should be his number one priority for me. David De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world. Get in the comments to agree with that. Is David De Gea the best keeper in the world? For me, yes he is, 100,000% of the time. The amount of quality that he's brought Manchester United this season, most clean sheets in the Premier League. He's made the 5th most saves. For a team that came second in the Premier League, that is absolutely bonkers. Yes, we need to upgrade the defence slightly. That is so crazy. 80% of the shots on target, he saved 80%. 8 out of 10 shots that you have on David De Gea, he saves. Remember that Arsenal game? Bonkers. Sevilla game? Crazy. He made a bit of a mistake tonight. Yes, he should have potentially dealt with that low shot. Yeah, his feet were maybe a little bit off and he was looking to get his body behind the ball and then he didn't, and it actually came off one of his standing legs, which he was actually trying to use to stop the ball. Yes, that was a bit of an issue. Yes, Big Dave needs to be saving those. But, again, it wasn't for Man United, it was for Spain, so we don't really care here. But he'll come back stronger. You're not, again, what I mentioned before at the start of the video, you ain't saving that free kick. That free kick was just an absolute banging free kick. Same with the penalty in the perfect area. So you're not saving that. So Big Dave, don't worry too much about this. Mourinho said some good quotes after the game, sort of he hasn't seen David De Gea do this at Manchester United. Yes, it's a mistake. De Gea will know it's a bad mistake, but he's been player of the season at Man United this season and he doesn't do that for United, which is great. David De Gea, what a player. But what do you guys think? New contract, should that be a priority? Of course, we're getting these reports from the MEN. We can't believe that too much, but do you guys think that should be Ed Woodward's number one priority, maybe, to sign David De Gea on a longer deal? We're going to get into your comments right now. What's going down? Anthony Martial saying, Jose, back De Gea. Yeah, completely correct. Got other things saying, De Gea is truly the best keeper in the world. Man United need a stronger defence and an attacking football. That's obviously a thought there. Damasio was reporting that Alisson is joining Real Madrid. I've heard that as well. I've heard today that Alisson has agreed to join Real Madrid. It's just the fee between Roma and Real Madrid that's what needs to be negotiated. I think Roma want around 55 million euros plus 5 million in add-ons as well to get Alisson, but apparently Real Madrid and Alisson have agreed a deal, so that'll be absolutely quality for United. That'll be so good. That'll be like one of the signings of the summer if Alisson joins Real Madrid, because then Real Madrid ain't going to come picking for David De Gea ever again. Back to the comments of you guys. Yes, it was unfortunate for tonight. He had a bad game, probably. That's in there. He let in 3 goals from Portugal. Dave talking nonsense here. Thank you, MUFC fan. Cheers, lad. Keep up the appreciation for me coming down on a Friday night at 11 o'clock to give you guys great content and have lots of fun. Absolute muppet. But anyway, let's move on to the next talking point. The next talking point, of course, will be about Gareth Bale, who apparently has told pals that he will be staying at Real Madrid for next season. Of course, Lopetegui, the new manager, of course, Spain manager, who they sacked him on the eve of the World Cup, apparently wants to keep Gareth Bale, wants to get him in the squad, and X, Y, and Z. So Bale has told his mates he's going to stay in Madrid, which is, it's bad news for United. Again, Gareth Bale is a game changer. He is a right winger. He's not a natural right winger, but he's an inverted right winger. And that's kind of what United need in a way. They need that quality from that right-hand side. Give Gareth Bale the ball, he's going to do it. See the Champions League final, unbelievable performance. 1 key pass, 2 shots on goal, 2 goals, 7 passes completed, complete 100% of his dribbles, 100% of his tackles. But of course that bicycle kick, unbelievable bit of skill. You're going to play like that in your squad, you're going to score a lot of goals right here, of course, in the Champions League. But as well, you look at his stats over the season, in 39 games, he scored 21 goals, 7 assists, being directly involved in a goal every 84 minutes. Would you guys want Bale at United? Of course, this may be killing the Gareth Bale to United chat, but would you still take him? If United were going to put a bid in, 150, let's say to 100 million euros, would you take Gareth Bale? Because for me, he's a real game changer. 28 years old. You're seeing what Ronaldo's doing at 33. What he scored, the oldest player ever to score a hat-trick at the World Cup. Today, Gareth Bale could have a similar trajectory where their body shapes are quite similar, where they're both very physically fit. I think Bale just needs to get over this sort of injury that he's having, recurring injury, whether it's yoga, whether it's this, whether it's that. There'll be a solution to that problem. Would you guys take that? Get into the comments right now. I'm going to jump into the comments and see what you guys are saying. We've got some formation questions we'll answer in a minute, but what about Gareth Bale? Why Dave again? Why Dave again from Andrew Carroll? Well, Max on holiday. Howson's with his missus, so unfortunately you've got me today, guys. Want some more love in the comments? We seem a bit negative today in the comments, guys. What's that about? We're Man United. We're one of the most successful teams in world football. We're having a good time. The World Cup's on. That's what I mean. More positivity in the comments, guys. Thanks for joining us again. How many likes we got? 160. You're better than that, guys. You are absolutely better than that. So get to your comments. I want Bale, but doubt he'll ever come. If not Bale, who else would you like at Man United? On the right, Dave. Glovin, who's been playing for Russia, looked really good against Saudi Arabia. Of course, it was Saudi Arabia, but what he was doing was really good in terms of his movement. He reminds me a bit of Koke, a bit of Saul Niguez, like a mix between those two players. Very aggressive in defence, likes to cross, sort of a direct player. Alternatively, someone like Leon Bailey from Bayer Leverkusen, again, another left-footed player that plays on the right. You're not naturally going to get a right winger. There's not a lot of them in world football. Gelson Martins is one from, of course, Sporting Lisbon. He doesn't have a contract at the moment, but apparently if you sign in the players that left Sporting Lisbon, the likes of Bruno Fernandes, William Carvalho, you've got to pay like their release clause when it'll go through a tribunal X, Y and Z. So if you get Bernardo Fernandes, you're looking around 100 million euros you'll have to spend. So that's a bit of a danger. But yeah, okay, let's move on. Bale isn't coming, let's drop it. Love you, Dave, from Adam. Adam, thanks, buddy. Some more Peter as well. Dave is the effing best. Thanks, buddy. Love your content, Statman Daddy. Quality, in-depth analysis. Cheers. That's a bit better, guys. I don't like this negativity. You shouldn't live your life in a negative manner. You shouldn't be living your life slating people and watching something you don't want to do. Simply, if you don't want to watch me, turn the goddamn stream off. If not, like that goddamn video. Anyway, guys, let's move on to what we're saying right now. Are you Spanish? No, I'm just wearing a Spain shirt because it's beautiful. Look at this bloody pattern here. Absolutely mint. But let's move on to the next point of discussion, and that is Toni Kroos. Cruise control, one of the best central midfielder in world football for me. So Sporting Witness reporting via Don Ballon, we all know that could be a load of crap, stating that Toni Kroos is seriously considering a change of air this summer. While Mourinho wants to bring him to United, would be tremendously enticing. The opportunity to work with Guardiola falls into the category of fresh air. The weird thing there is, of course, Guardiola was the guy that was coming into Bayern and then Kroos left. Does he want to move back under Guardiola? For me, no, he doesn't want to do that. He could have done that before in his career. He didn't. So for me, I think that, if there was any option, United would be the better option. But is that going to happen? Absolutely not. Why would you leave a team that's just won 3 Champions Leagues in a row? Bale you may see because he's not getting the game time. That made sense under Zinedine Zidane. Now it doesn't make sense because a new manager's come in. But like Toni Kroos, he's so good in central midfield. He's unbelievable. I can't wait to watch Germany in the World Cup. They're going to be an absolutely mint team. What do you guys think in the comments? Is the Don Ballon the biggest thing of crap since the MEN? Get it into the comments. Which is better, the Don Ballon or the MEN? Hashtag StatmanDaddy. Other things coming in here. Fred isn't announced. Verratti is being bought. Blah blah blah. Kroos is not coming to United. That makes complete sense. I agree with that. Kroos is not coming to United. Move on to more realistic targets. I'm not making the news. This is Don Ballon. Don't have a go at me for reading the news out, guys. Come on, positivity. Would love Kroos, but how will he play? How will we play for in midfield? Of course, with the signings of Fred, Nemanja Matic, Paul Pogba, could be a bit of an issue. Maybe throwing Pogba as a 10 in a diamond. Maybe that'd be quite nice. But anyway, guys, let's keep moving on. Get into the comments, guys. Thanks for watching once again. Tony is my best if United will sign it. Yeah, Tony is absolutely the best in the world. Martial or Kingsley Coman, that is from Anthony Martial. Martial, 100%. I think Kingsley Coman is a good player, but does his best work from the bench, an impact substitute in the Champions League. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the final talking point, and that is Ronaldo. Somebody was going to do it after the game. Of course, Ronaldo bagging that hat-trick, but, I think it was his 51st hat-trick of his career. There's only been 51 hat-tricks scored in the World Cup, which is absolutely bonkers. That shows how much of a legend Cristiano Ronaldo is. And again, as I mentioned before, the oldest hat-trick ever at the World Cup. He just carried Portugal. Portugal were pretty poor today. It's the same as the Portuguese team that won the European Championship. They were quite poor, but structured. Today, they were quite structured and they were poor again. But Ronaldo turning up. The man is unbelievable. And of course, this Express saying, "Oh, Man United are going to sign Neymar and Ronaldo." Shut up. But let's just dream about it. Viva Ronaldo, what a time at Manchester United. Tevez, Rooney, Ronaldo, unbelievable attack, so fluid, so good going forward. It was a brilliant time to be a United fan. If Ronaldo were ever to come back to Old Trafford, that'd be fantastic. But I don't think it's going to happen. What do you guys think in the comments? Get into the comments right now. This is the last time we're going to go to the comments. So get into the comments and say, you know, Ronaldo, he ain't coming. Who would you like instead? Viva Ronaldo. That's what we want to sing, of course. That was an absolute banging song. Portugal were in his backpack, as always. I completely agree there with you, Charlie. Rafael Guerreiro is a better left-back than Sandro. I disagree. Rafael Guerreiro has a lot of attitude problems this season, where basically he was saying to his teammates he's better than the players at Borussia Dortmund, considering how good Borussia Dortmund are, pretty much closing in on Bayern Munich as the top side. Of course, last season they flopped a bit. Next season under Lucien Favre, they'll be great. Rafael Guerreiro needs to do the hard yards. Big thing as a young player. Don't think you're better than you are. Hard work is the only thing that gets you through in this world. Ronaldo, 100%. Ronaldo has played through, though he thought it was the Champions League. Yeah, 100%. Ronaldo, Champions League, absolutely sick. Dembele to replace Martial, Dave. Dembele, I don't think he's going to leave Barcelona. He's such a good footballer. He just fits that side very well with Antoine Griezmann. The news that Griezmann's staying at Atletico, they ain't going to let Dembele go, but it would be nice, it would be tasty. Stop living in the past. Ronaldo, done his time at United, bring in Bale. Yeah, fair comment, fair comment. Ronaldo is worth whatever we have to pay. I think Ronaldo would be good for a few seasons over Sanchez. Lots of comments here. We need Cristiano Ronaldo and Christian Pulisic being shouted out into the comments. I miss Moscow. Lukaku or Immobile. Immobile this season was so good at scoring goals, but I love Romelu Lukaku, works so hard. Willian is the balance we need. These are the final comments we're going to be going through, of course. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new to Full Time Devils. I've been Statman Dave. Tomorrow, if you want to watch some World Cup content, I'll be doing the Nigeria game at about 8 o'clock British time. So if you want to check it out, jump over to my YouTube channel, Statman Dave, of course, as well. You guys need to go and check out This Week at United with Gaz, Radio Gaz, dropping the bombs, all the fun things and that type of thing. If you don't enjoy my analytical content, you'll enjoy Gaz's content. That's been that. I've been Statman Dave. Drop a subscribe on Full Time Devils if you guys are new. It's been the World Cup takeover. I've been Statman Dave. I'm going to go for a beer right now. See you guys later.